What do you do when you're experiencing separation from your twin flame and you just start to miss them? And welcome back to my channel. I'm Breann, a Master Certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. I experienced this early on in my journey when I first discovered that I had a twin flame and that I was on the twin flame path. I went into a phase of runner-chaser dynamic, no contact, no communication, and that was very disheartening. It was a very devastating time for me. And I would often just, I just wanted to talk to my twin flame, and I deeply missed my twin flame. And I know that so many of us do experience it, whether it's in the beginning of our journey or maybe it happens, in increments throughout, your journey. For me, it was in the beginning. And I do want to lay a little bit of foundation, especially if you're new to my channel here. I want to provide a little bit of an understanding of what twin flames are before I give you the deets on what to do when and if you are missing your twin flame. And so if you're new to the twin flame journey, you first want to understand that your twin flame is your eternal romantic partner. They are the person that was created to be with you for eternity. They are your best friend. They are your partner. They are essentially the one that was designed and is absolutely perfect for you. And you know this is true, the words that are coming out of my mouth, because the feeling that you have in your heart simply when I say those words, that this is your one true love and the person that you're meant to be with. But oftentimes, if people do not know what twin flames are and what they are to one another, they might get very stuck on the romantic component of the relationship. And although that is a big part of the relationship, twin flames are also each other's teachers. And what I mean by that is your twin flame is going to push you into growth. They're going to push you into evolving as a soul, as a human being. And what I mean by push is that comes in the form of triggers, upsets, challenges. And for example, if you're experiencing no contact and you're missing them, well, this is one of those challenges. It's where it's really pushing you to grow and evolve within yourself because it feels uncomfortable. And that is the first and foremost what your twin flame will always be for you, and you to them or for them, is you will always push each other to the highest version of yourselves. And so if you have that understanding, then you're going to find that you have a much easier time with your journey. And moving from that is that, well, if your twin flame is pushing you to grow, and they do that by triggering you, and now they don't do this intentionally, it's just naturally happening because they're your perfect mirror, and you are naturally triggering them without even knowing it. And sometimes you probably do know it. And these triggers are coming up for the both of you so that you can heal with self-love. And as you heal with self-love, you do come to a place of harmony and peace and physical togetherness with your twin flame, with that, that constant communication or connection and that romance and everything it is that you desire to have with them. That does come to be. But you've got to ensure that you're focusing on the healing and that you're working on evolving and growing as a divine being. And know that as you do that, your twin flame does too. So let's get back to the missing, okay? Let's say you are deeply missing your twin flame. Well, because your twin flame is a reflection of the relationship that you're having with yourself. Okay, sit tight here because I'm going to give you something really deep, okay? If you are missing your twin flame, then they're simply reflecting back to you that you're actually missing yourself. And that may sound very silly because you're like, well, wait a second, but I'm sitting here with myself. How can I miss myself? Well, you're much deeper than that. You're not just a physical surface level being. You're a soul in a body. And in you being a soul in a body, there's so much depth to you that you may not even realize, or maybe you're coming to realize. And in that depth of who you are, there's a lot to discover about yourself. And I guess I can give a really straightforward example here. Let's say if you're in a career that you're doing it because it pays the bills and maybe it provides for you very well, or maybe it's just the only thing that you could seem to find, for the current times that you could, have your needs met financially. But let's say you're in a career and for whatever reason, it's not really what you feel good doing. You do it to get by or to live, a supportive life, but it's not really the thing. It's not your thing. You can feel that in your heart of hearts. Well, that is a place where your twin flame is going to mirror back to you. And what we're really talking about here is life purpose. And if you're not doing what your heart calls you to do life purpose-wise, well, that could be an area where you are missing yourself. And this is just a very easy example, and oftentimes something that twin flames do reflect back to one another. So if you're missing your twin flame, you want to allow yourself to feel through your feelings. You want to validate what it is that you feel. And by all means, if you feel compelled to reach out to them and to let them know that you're missing them, then do that. But this is for people that are in a place where there's literally no contact, there's not an opportunity or doorway for you to communicate that you are missing them, well, then there's a reason that there's a boundary there. And that boundary or block, whatever you want to call it, is because it's pointing you back to you, right? It's pointing you back to something inside of you. Somewhere inside, you're missing yourself. You're missing some aspect of yourself. And remember what I said is, as a soul in a body, you go very deep. You are an eternal soul. And so there's many parts of you that you've probably yet to discover. You get to know yourself and you come home to yourself. Your twin flame comes home to you. And that missing your twin flame, and we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary of being in Harmonious Twin Flame Union. And missing my twin flame didn't come, or how am I trying to say this? Like, having resolution to missing my twin flame didn't happen when I come together physically with my twin flame, meaning it wasn't solved in us being physically together. The way that it was resolved was by me healing myself. And as I healed that energy of missing, and I embodied union consciousness, togetherness, oneness, and in my mind, union there, then it naturally come to be in my reality. So if you're missing your twin flame, know that on a deeper level, you are missing yourself. You're missing some part of yourself. And if you're wanting to communicate to your twin flame, and you're not able to do that right now for whatever reason, you can communicate to them in your heart. I know that you feel them in your heart, because every twin flame couple feels their twin flame in their heart. You know the connection, you feel it very deeply, and they feel it too. And you can always communicate to them in your heart. And the love that you desire to share with them, share it within. Give that love to yourself, and knowing that that love is attracting them back into your life, all right? Your union is inevitable. You're not stuck in separation. You're not stuck in the pain. Your union is going to come to be as long as you are willing to show up and love yourself unconditionally. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.